national security analyst Juliet Kayyem. Juliet, nice to see you this morning. Very helpful to have you on this type of news day. Help us out here with some of the criticism that the Biden administration has been getting for relying on the Taliban for securing that perimeter. In your mind, is that a fair criticism, or really was there no other solution?
So I think it's the latter. My general feeling about criticism is, and what's the alternative? We lost a war. The Taliban is in charge of the country. They are giving us clearly access to move people out of the airport, over 100,000 now, and are trying to protect it. Our interest is going to be hard for people to get their head around. Our interest in the Taliban's aligned right now. They want us out, but they want us out in a way that gets our U.S. citizens out and the Afghans who may deserve it. And so that alignment of interest to both get us out and also to stop ISIS means that there is going to be a nexus. And what, as Nick was describing so perfectly, at some stage, there is going to be a point of interaction between the person and our military. And you could push it out another 2 miles. There is going to be that moment, right? And so that's the challenge. But what's your alternative at this stage?
You know, this attack obviously complicates the evacuation efforts. We're just looking at three C-17s on the tarmac right now. They're going to try to resume those operations. In fact, they have been flying people out. The president says this is going to continue. How? How do they do this safely now after we know that there are still warnings of imminent threats?
Right. So safely is I say safer, right? I mean, in other words, we're not going to get to safe. The risk is incredibly high. So what we're going to do now is, as described by the Pentagon, is obviously try to protect those entrances better, do more vetting. The Taliban's interests are ours again, so we have to protect the area. There's clearly, as was suggested by the military, operations going on outside the airport, covert operations to try to disrupt the ISIS threat. And then I was surprised how public the president was yesterday, essentially describing covert operations, or at least hinting to them, that are going on outside of the airport to extract people. If you ask me, what does August 31st look like? It is those kinds of extractions, either with the assistance of allies or even the Taliban, to get more Americans out for those who cannot make it in the next day. So people should not think, a cloud goes over Afghanistan and everything is done. There is going to be activity because it's the Taliban's interest for there to be activity. As Nick was describing, they need money, they need people, they need the airport to be open.
Julia, you've noted before that the U.S. is not going to end its counterterrorism mission, and that we're essentially back where we've started. The Biden administration has vowed retaliation. You heard from the president. What does a counterattack look like?
Yeah, so this is the irony and the tragedy of where we are. We started this effort in 2001, 20 years ago, on a discrete counterterrorism effort focused on al-Qaeda and the Taliban at that stage, and then stayed. And I think the mission creep sort of suggests, and the extent of the war suggests we had no clear reason why we were there. We are now back to square one. That is going to look, let me say two things. One thing is the White House needs to be clear about what that looks like. And in other words, are we increasing surveillance? How are we doing that? There will be clearly drones. There will be covert operations. There will be attempts to get intelligence from the Taliban, which has a common interest with us to disrupt the ISIS, as well as countries around Afghanistan. But no question that capacity is going to be harder in the future. And I think the rise of al-Qaeda is also something distressing for our homeland security.
Yeah, distressing indeed. Yeah. All right, Juliet Kayyem, our CNN national security analyst, thank you so much. Appreciate your analysis, as always.
All right, thanks for joining us for this edition of Early Start. I'm Christine Romans.
I'm Laura Jarrett. New Day is next.